Finally, for becoming a vital part of the Pi network infrastructure, PINEWSUPDATES and SuperNode selection is live and active. Pi network just made the most significant announcement in its history, and if you're a pioneer, this changes everything. The network that has quietly built tens of millions of users worldwide just opened the doors to something revolutionary. But here's the thing, most people have no idea what this really means for the future of decentralized finance. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will show you exactly how to position yourself at the center of the next generation of blockchain infrastructure. Let's now take my time. Greetings and welcoming every pioneer to the channel. Whether you're tuning in from the bustling cities of Asia, the tech hubs of Europe, the innovative landscapes of North America, or anywhere else on this beautiful planet, this message is specifically for you. Before we dive deep into this groundbreaking development, I want you to show your pioneer pride right now. You can join our community by smash subscribe button and ring notification bell, because I'm constantly bringing you the most important Pi network developments and opportunities that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Also, drop comments saying, Pi network to the moon along with your country name, for seeing our incredible global community unite in the comments section. Let's now get started. Pi network has officially launched its node and supernode selection process, opening participation to its entire global community of pioneers. This isn't just another technical update or routine announcement. This represents the most critical phase in Pi network's ambitious journey to build what they call a truly distributed blockchain infrastructure, one that's powered entirely by its users rather than centralized corporations or institutional giants. The significance of this move cannot be overstated. Pi network has grown to encompass tens of millions of users across the globe since its inception, creating one of the largest cryptocurrency communities in existence. Now, for the first time, they're calling on community members like you and me to contribute directly to the backbone of their mainnet. This selection process for nodes and supernodes is specifically designed to enhance the network's security, scalability, and decentralization as it advances toward broader adoption and real-world utility. Think about what this means. Every major blockchain in history has been built by either big tech companies or wealthy investors who could afford expensive mining equipment. Pi network is flipping this entire model on its head. They're saying that ordinary people, regular pioneers like us, should be the ones who own and operate the infrastructure that powers the future of digital finance. In any blockchain ecosystem, nodes play an absolutely vital role in ensuring the integrity and security of the entire network. They are the guardians responsible for validating every single transaction, securing the distributed ledger, and enabling consensus among all the distributed participants scattered across the globe. Within the Pi network architecture, nodes are volunteer-run servers that help maintain the blockchain's continuous operation and security. Supernodes carry even more significant responsibilities, including helping to finalize transactions and supporting the sophisticated consensus mechanism that underpins the entire network's functionality. These supernodes represent the elite tier of network infrastructure, handling the most critical operations that keep Pi's blockchain running smoothly and securely. But here's where Pi network's approach becomes truly revolutionary. Unlike traditional blockchains that require expensive, specialized equipment and massive energy consumption, Pi network's node structure is designed with accessibility as its core principle. The network specifically aims to allow as many community members as possible to run nodes using standard computing devices that most people already own. This approach is democratizing the opportunity to participate in blockchain governance and infrastructure in a way that has never been possible before. The process to become a Pi node or supernode operator has been designed to be remarkably straightforward, encouraging participation from both technically skilled users and those who are completely new to blockchain technology. Pi network has created a user-friendly pathway that begins with installing their official node software directly onto your personal computer. This software is compatible with standard operating systems and requires only basic system resources, making it accessible to an incredibly wide user base without the need for specialized or expensive hardware. The real question that's keeping me up at night and should be keeping you excited is whether Pi can reach $50 or even $100. And after diving deep into the fundamental analysis, market dynamics, and adoption metrics, I believe the answer is absolutely yes. The path to $100 isn't just possible, it's becoming increasingly probable with each passing day. Let me tell you about the 3 major factors that top analysts believe will decide Pi's future, and these are the exact same factors that turn Bitcoin from worthless digital tokens into the most valuable cryptocurrency in the world. Understanding these factors is crucial because they represent the difference between life-changing wealth and missing out on the opportunity of the century. The first game changer is major exchange listings, and this is where Pi Network is positioned for explosive growth. If big platforms like Binance or Coinbase announce Pi listing, it could spark a massive price rally that makes early investors incredibly wealthy overnight. We've seen this pattern repeatedly throughout crypto history. Small coins with strong fundamentals get listed on major exchanges and suddenly explode 10x, 50x, or even 100x in a matter of days or weeks. The trading volume and exposure that comes with major exchange listings creates buying pressure that can send prices into the stratosphere, and Pi Network has all the fundamentals that major exchanges look for. The second factor is ecosystem growth, and this is where Pi is absolutely crushing every other cryptocurrency project in the space. As more apps and services start accepting Pi for real-world transactions, demand for the coin will naturally increase through genuine utility rather than just speculation. We're not just talking about people buying Pi hoping someone else will pay more later. We're talking about real-world utility that creates genuine, sustainable demand. When people can use Pi to buy coffee, pay for services, book travel, shop online, and conduct their daily transactions, that's when the magic happens, and prices can sustain massive valuations. The third factor is regulatory approvals, and this is absolutely crucial for institutional adoption. Clear rules from governments will determine whether Pi becomes a mainstream financial tool or remains a niche cryptocurrency. If regulations are favorable and provide clarity, institutional money will flood in like we've never seen before. If they turn strict and create barriers, it could slow down Pi's growth temporarily. But based on what I'm seeing globally, with countries like El Salvador adopting Bitcoin and the European Union creating crypto-friendly frameworks, the regulatory environment is becoming more supportive every single day. Let me give you my detailed price predictions based on careful analysis, realistic scenarios, and comparison with other successful cryptocurrency projects. These aren't just random numbers, they're based on market cap analysis, adoption curves, and historical precedent from similar projects. In the short term, over the next few weeks to months, if momentum picks up and we break through current resistance levels around 63 cents, Pi could easily revisit its previous highs of $1.50 to $3. That's already a 3x to 5x return from current prices, which would be incredible gains in traditional markets, but that's just the beginning of what's possible with Pi Network. The technical setup suggests we could see this move happen faster than most people expect. Medium term, by 2025, with strong adoption metrics and major exchange listings creating massive exposure, Pi could realistically reach $10 to $50 per coin. This isn't wishful thinking or unrealistic expectations. This is based on careful analysis of market cap potential and adoption curves. When I look at other cryptocurrencies that have achieved similar user bases and ecosystem development, these price targets become very achievable and even conservative. Long-term, by 2030 and beyond, if Pi successfully builds a solid crypto economy with mass global adoption, optimistic forecasts suggest prices between $50 to $100 are not just possible, but highly probable. The combination of limited circulating supply, massive user base, and real-world utility could create the perfect conditions for sustained high valuations. However, and I need to be completely honest here, because I respect my audience too much to sugarcoat anything. If adoption slows significantly, or early miners start selling off their massive holdings all at once, prices might remain under $10. This is why understanding market dynamics and timing is absolutely critical for maximizing returns. Here's what's absolutely incredible about Pi Network and why it's different from every other cryptocurrency project out there. It already has over 50 million registered users, which is mind-blowing when you really think about it. Once the software is installed, users can submit their application through the intuitive software interface to be considered for node or SuperNode selection. This application process involves meeting certain minimum criteria related to hardware capability, network uptime requirements, and internet connectivity standards. But these requirements are designed to be achievable by ordinary computer users rather than requiring professional-grade equipment. After selection, users begin operating their node or SuperNode, contributing directly to the network's decentralization and security infrastructure. Active nodes synchronize with Pi's mainnet, help validate transactions in real time, and support the consensus protocol that maintains the entire blockchain's integrity. The final step involves awaiting synchronization signals that officially activate your node's participation in maintaining and growing the Pi blockchain ecosystem. According to reports from Pi Network's technical team, thousands of pioneers have already begun running nodes and applying for SuperNode status across the globe. The response has been overwhelming, with many nodes now active and connected, contributing to the rapidly expanding global infrastructure of the mainnet. SuperNode status, which requires additional performance standards and reliability commitments, is seeing particularly enthusiastic participation from tech-savvy users in Asia, Europe, and North America. This growing network of distributed nodes represents a promising sign for the future of the entire Pi ecosystem. As more pioneers join this infrastructure effort, Pi's blockchain becomes increasingly distributed, significantly harder to attack or manipulate, and more capable of handling higher transaction volumes as real-world applications and services come online. The network effect is already becoming apparent, with each new node making the entire system stronger and more resilient. Pi Network's Node initiative represents far more than just a technical milestone. This is a foundational step in creating a fully functional, decentralized finance ecosystem that could reshape how we think about money, banking, and financial services. These nodes and supernodes will enable the network to support sophisticated smart contracts, innovative decentralized applications, and real-world utility in payments, commerce, and various services that we use every day. By taking this approach, Pi Network positions itself at the absolute forefront of the next generation of Web3 technologies. Unlike speculative cryptocurrencies that have focused primarily on trading and price speculation, Pi's emphasis on grassroots infrastructure development and practical utility sets it apart as a network with genuine real-world ambitions and applications. For pioneers worldwide, this invitation represents something much more significant than simply running software on your computer. This is about taking an active, foundational role in shaping the future of decentralized finance and the broader Web3 movement. Every single node matters in this equation. Every participant who joins strengthens the network's collective ability to deliver on its ambitious promise of creating a fairer, more inclusive digital economy that serves ordinary people rather than corporate interests. As Pi Network continues its determined path toward open mainnet status and broader utility adoption, the success of its distributed node network will serve as a key measure of its readiness and resilience for mainstream adoption. This Node and SuperNode initiative represents a major evolutionary step forward in building a truly decentralized, community-powered blockchain infrastructure that could serve as a model for the future of cryptocurrency. By opening meaningful participation to its millions of pioneers worldwide, Pi Network stays absolutely true to its founding vision of inclusivity and collective ownership. As more nodes come online and strengthen the network, Pi's blockchain will not only become more secure and distributed, but also better positioned to serve as the foundational infrastructure for a new era of digital finance that puts power back in the hands of everyday people. If this groundbreaking development excites you as much as it excites me, I need you to take action right now. Smash that like button to show your support for Pi Network's revolutionary approach to blockchain infrastructure. Subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell because I'm constantly bringing you the most important Pi Network developments and opportunities that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Most importantly, join our global pioneer community by commenting Pi Network to the moon along with your country name. Let's show the world just how massive and united our Pi community really is. The future of decentralized finance is being built right now, and you have the opportunity to be a foundational part of it.